Dear students, we have studied the rotational partition function, that is translational partition function, and we have also studied how to calculate the translational partition function from a given data that we have studied in the last class. Today, the next topic we are going to study is the rotational partition function. There are three partition functions given. One we have studied, this is the second one, rotational partition function. This is usually studied with respect to the rotational spectra. Now let us consider a diatomic molecule is considered as a rigid or a rotating dumbbell. Okay. The energy of rotation is given by the energy of rotation of a molecule is given by I omega square. There are different types of rotations. N over N rotations, rotation along the axis. Okay. We have studied in the rotational spectroscopy. So every rotation has its own energy. The energy of rotation is given as I into omega square. What is I? I is moment of inertia and omega is angular velocity. I is moment of inertia and omega is angular velocity of rotation. Okay, this is angular velocity of rotation. See, according to quantum theory, the angular momentum IW is quantized. These IW values are quantized. Quantized means they have fixed energy. Okay, and the energy of the quantized energy of angular momentum is given by IW is equal to J into J plus 1 power half into h by 2 pi. What is this J? J is called the rotational quantum number. It has integral values. Actually, J is rotational energy levels. J is equal to 0 represents ground state rotational energy level. And the excited energies, the first energy level J is equal to 1. Second rotational energy level J is equal to 2. So there are different rotational energy levels. They have integral values. Therefore, J may be equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. depending upon the number of rotational energy levels. Okay. Then, the energy of rotation can be written as every rotational energy level is quantized. Therefore, the rotational energy level can be written as J into J plus 1 into h square divided by 8 pi square I. Okay. Here, this constant values h Planck's constant pi and I is the moment of inertia. Since these values are constant, therefore I can write it as, this can be written as B, that is h square divided by 8 pi square I is taken as B. It is also called rotational constant. So therefore I can write this equation as the energy of rotational levels can be written as B into J plus 1. Okay. That means every J level, that is rotational energy level, has 2J plus 1 states, okay, corresponding to 2J plus 1 different rotational orientations, okay, 2J plus 1. Every energy level has 2J plus 1 different orientations of the rotating molecule, and these states are distinguished by minus J to plus J. Because you might have studied in the what is called as rotational spectroscopy, the selection rule is from plus or minus 1. So minus J to J is rotational. The energies do not depend on the quantum numbers. Okay, so energy level is 2J plus 1 fold degenerate. Every energy level has 2J plus 1 different orientations. So it has the energy level, every energy level has 2J plus 1 fold degenerate. So the rotational partition function I can write it as using this equation. The rotational partition function can be written as summation of Gi into e power minus Er divided by At. Okay, this is the degeneracy of ith level, and this is the energy of rotation. This is Boltzmann constant. E is the temperature. Then I am substituting the value of energy of rotation in this equation. I can write this equation as summation J is equal to 0 to J is equal to infinity 2J plus 1 into e power minus J into J plus 1 into h square divided by 8 pi square I Kt. This one. Okay. See, it is sufficiently large because the rotational molecules are continuous and they are very close to level. As the energy levels of boson increases, the rotational quantum energy levels, the distance between the two energy levels will become very close. Okay? They become very close with each other. Therefore, what we have to do is, it is sufficient, that is, this is in the case of diatomic molecules like hydrogen, deuterium, like this. Okay? In the case of diatomic molecules, the moment of inertia is being the order of about 10 to the power of minus 47 kilogram meter square. Because the energy levels are very much close, particularly in the case of diatomic molecules like this, the moment of inertia will become 10 to the power of minus 47 kilograms meter square. Then what happens? The exponential terms will become very small. When the exponential terms can be very small, hence we have to, instead of summation, we are integrating this equation. On integration this equation, see, I am integrating this equation from 0 rotational level up to infinity, 2J plus 1. into e power minus j into j plus 1 h square divided by 8 pi square I kt into dj. Okay. Now, in this equation, if h square divided by 8 pi square I kt, because all the values are constant for a particular energy level, okay, is represented as beta dash is represented as beta dash. So therefore, this equation I can write it as rotational partition function 0 to infinity integration 2j plus 1 e power minus j into j plus 1, and this value is beta dash, okay, beta dash into dj. Okay, I have substituted instead of this value, I have written as b dash, beta dash. So therefore, now I am introducing one more value. If you assume alpha dash is equal to j into j plus 1, and then what will be the value of differentiation of this alpha dash? It will be equal to 2j plus 1 into dj on differentiation of this alpha dash value j into j plus 1. We get 2j plus 1 into dj. Therefore, now I can write this equation as, this equation can be written as the rotational partition function on integration 0 to infinity. It will become e power, this is minus alpha dash, and this is beta dash into the alpha dash. Okay, on substituting the value of, instead of this, I am substituting this as alpha dash, and this is beta dash. We are getting this value. Then, on simplifying this, equation, rotational partition function will be equal to 1 by beta dash. What is 1 by beta dash? It will be equal to 8 pi square I kt divided by h square. Okay? Or you can write it as Fr is equal to 8 pi square I kt divided by h square. This is actually gives the rotational partition function. I is the moment of inertia, k is the Boltzmann constant, t is absolute temperature, and h is Planck's constant. Now we have to introduce one more term called symmetry number. Here we are going to introduce. What is this? Every molecule cannot have all the values of J. See, in the case of homonuclear diatomic molecule, in the case of homonuclear diatomic molecule like nitrogen, 14, oxygen, 16, like this, or chlorine. In this case, what happens? In the case of homonuclear diatomic molecule, on every image. Or for 180-degree rotation, 360-degree rotation, they will give indistinguishable pattern 2 times. So therefore, in the case of homonuclear diatomic molecules, we are dividing the rotational partition function divided by 2 or its symmetry number. Okay? In the case of that is, it depends upon the number of indistinguishable pattern or indistinguishable images obtained for every 360-degree rotations is represented by symmetry number. Okay? Symmetry number is usually represented as sigma. For homonuclear diatomic molecule, okay, for nitrogen, hydrogen, oxygen, chlorine, for these the symmetry number is 2 because for one 360-degree rotation they will give 2 times indistinguishable images. And this symmetry number is different for different molecules, depends on their symmetry and point groups. Okay? Now, therefore, I can write the final equation of rotational partition function can be written as 8 pi square I kt divided by sigma h square. Sigma h square. Okay? See, I is the moment of inertia, K is the Boltzmann constant, C is the symmetry number, and H is the Planck's constant. So the symmetry number can be calculated by simply counting the number of indistinguishable orientations of the molecule can be reached by rotational symmetry operations. For every symmetry operation, how many times it gives indistinguishable orientations, that gives the value of sigma, and this sigma is different for different molecules, symmetry numbers that we will discuss now. See, the sigma value for heterodiatomic molecules like HF, HCl, HBr, HI, because all these molecules will give only once that indistinguishable pattern after 360-degree rotation. Therefore, for these molecules, the value of sigma is 1 because it gives only once. Okay, HI, COS, carbon monoxide, nitric oxide, HCl, N2O. For all these molecules, sigma is equal to 1. Remember, because they will give indistinguishable pattern only once at 360-degree rotation. See, for what? Hydrogen, water, hydrogen sulfide, nitrogen, oxygen, ethylene, carbon disulfide, fluorine, SO2, CO2, Cl2, Br2, I2. For all these molecules, sigma value is 2. For all these molecules, sigma value is 2. This is sigma is equal to 1. Because on rotation, on 360-degree rotation of this molecule, they give 2 indistinguishable orientations. Therefore, sigma is equal to 2. Similarly, in the case of ammonia and phosphine, okay, the sigma value will be equal to 3. Okay. For CpH4, okay, ethylene molecule, the sigma value will be equal to 4 because it gives 4 times for every 360-degree rotation. It gives indistinguishable orientations 4 times. It gives 3 times. Okay. Similarly, for methane, carbon tetrachloride, benzene, it gives sigma value equal to 12. Okay. And for CpH6, for ethane, its sigma value is maximum equal to 18 because it gives 18 times indistinguishable orientations for every 360-degree rotation. So these are all the symmetry numbers for different molecules. So before solving the problem, first we must know the point group and its symmetry number. Okay, then only we can calculate the rotational partition function. Now let us calculate. Now let us do one problem. Calculate the rotational partition function for nitrogen gas at 27 degrees centigrade. The moment of inertia is 13.9 into 10 to the power of minus 40 gram centimeter square. Okay. See, these values are given. We have to find out the rotational partition function. We know first the formula. Rotational partition function is equal to 8 pi square I kT divided by sigma h square. Okay. See, this is nitrogen gas. For nitrogen gas, it is a homonuclear diatomic molecule. Its sigma value is equal to 2 because it gives 2 times indistinguishable pattern for every 360-degree rotation. Okay, then I am substituting the value 8 pi square 3.14 whole square into I. See, the value of I is given in CGS method. We have to convert it into MKS method. So I can write it as 13.9 into 10 to the power of minus. When I am converting gram into kilogram, it is 10 to the power of minus 3, and centimeter into meter 10 to the power of minus 2, it is square. So therefore minus 2 square minus 4, minus 4 here minus 3, so therefore it will be minus 47. And this gram will be converted into kilogram, and centimeter square will be converted into meter square. So this value we have to substitute here, that is 13.9 into 10 to the power of minus 47. Okay. K value, you know, Boltzmann constant 1.38 into 10 to the power of minus 23. Temperature 27 degrees centigrade. 27 plus 273 equal to 300 Kelvin divided by sigma value. You know, I told you symmetry number is 2. Planck's constant square, that is 6.625 into 10 to the power of minus 34 whole square. Okay, when you simplify this, you will get the value of 51.70. This is the value of rotational partition function. It has no unit. You need not to solve the unit because the unit in the numerator and the denominator will get cancelled, and it is only a numerical number. 51.70, it has no unit. So this is how you have to calculate the rotational partition function. Okay? Rotational, to find out the rotational partition function, you must know the formula, and on seeing the molecule, you must know what is its symmetric number. Then substitute the values. Then the moment of inertia given will be usually given in gram centimeter square. Then you have to convert it into kilogram meter square like this. Or if it is directly given the problem, you can directly take and substitute the formula. Okay? This is about the rotational partition function, and this is the one model of calculating the rotational partition function from the given data. It is a very important question. Usually a problem will be asked, or otherwise a 5-mark question will be asked, that is write a short notes on rotational partition function, and sometimes your data will be given. You are asked to find out the rotational partition function. In the next class, we will study the next partition function, that is vibrational partition function.